Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, Charles on Wall Street. Today we're diving deep into a topic that touches every single one of us, financial freedom. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck, feeling stressed about bills, or just generally feeling stuck in the endless money game? You're not alone. The truth is, most people play the money game all wrong, often without even realizing it. They follow outdated advice or simply react to their finances instead of taking control. But what if I told you there are fundamental rules, powerful principles that can completely transform your financial future? Rules that 99% of people unfortunately ignore? Well, get ready, because today we're going to uncover these 5 critical rules. These aren't quick fixes or get-rich-quick schemes. These are foundational shifts in how you think about and interact with money that will set you on an unstoppable path to true financial freedom. Stay tuned, because you absolutely need to know this. Our journey to financial freedom begins not with a budget, an investment, or a specific financial product, but with something far more fundamental: our mindset. This is rule number 1. You must transition from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. This is a profound shift that underpins every other financial decision you'll make. Many of us unconsciously operate from a place of scarcity. We constantly tell ourselves things like, "I can't afford that," or "there's never enough money." We might even harbor beliefs that money is evil, or that wealthy people are inherently bad. These limiting beliefs are deeply ingrained, often from childhood experiences or societal messages, and they silently sabotage our financial progress. They become self-fulfilling prophecies, keeping us trapped in a cycle of fear-based decisions and missed opportunities. Think about it. If you constantly believe there isn't enough, you'll naturally hoard, fear spending, and even fear making more, because you anticipate losing it. This outlook prevents you from seeing opportunities for growth and from attracting more wealth into your life. It creates an invisible cage, preventing you from even trying to reach for your financial goals, because you've already convinced yourself it's impossible. You end up making choices based on fear, rather than on strategy or aspiration. The payoff comes when you actively challenge these limiting beliefs. Start by recognizing them when they pop up. Instead of, "I can't afford that," try asking, "How can I afford that?" Or, "What steps can I take to make that a reality?" This subtle change in language forces your brain to seek solutions instead of dwelling on limitations. An abundance mindset acknowledges that resources are vast and opportunities are everywhere. It empowers you to focus on growth, learning, and creating value. It means understanding that while money is a tool, it's a tool that can facilitate incredible good in your life and the lives of others. It frees you to pursue creative ways to increase your income, to invest confidently, and to share your prosperity. This shift isn't just about positive thinking. It's about actively rewiring your brain to see possibilities where you once only saw obstacles, paving the way for lasting financial transformation. Embrace this shift, and you've unlocked the first, most powerful secret to financial freedom. Now for rule number 2. Embrace budgeting not as a restriction, but as your most powerful tool for control and ultimately liberation. When most people hear the word budget, they instantly envision cutting out everything fun, feeling deprived, and wading through tedious spreadsheets. This common perception is exactly why 99% of people dread it or simply refuse to do it. They view it as a financial straitjacket, an enemy to their lifestyle, when in reality, it's the exact opposite. The conflict here is that while everyone intellectually understands that knowing where their money goes is important, the act of budgeting feels like a punishment. It feels like you're constantly saying no to yourself. You might have tried it once or twice, found it boring or too difficult to stick to, and then given up, returning to the comfortable but financially hazardous habit of just spending and hoping for the best. This lack of clear insight into your cash flow is a major source of financial stress and uncertainty, leaving you constantly wondering why you never have enough. The incredible payoff of effective budgeting is absolute clarity regarding your money flow. When you budget, you're not just tracking expenses. You're making informed, conscious decisions about where every single dollar goes. You gain a profound understanding of your financial landscape, allowing you to pinpoint exactly where your money is going, identify areas of overspending, and most importantly, allocate funds towards your goals like saving for a down payment, investing, or eliminating debt. This isn't about cutting out lattes. It's about aligning your spending with your values and your long-term aspirations. The tension, however, lies in the initial discomfort of facing your spending habits head-on. It requires honesty, and discipline. You'll have to choose a method that works for you, whether it's the 50-30-20th rule, zero-based budgeting, or the envelope system. This initial learning curve and the potential for a few awkward weeks as you adjust can be daunting. You might discover some uncomfortable truths about your spending, and the uncertainty of sticking to a new system can be a challenge. But pushing through this initial friction leads to an unparalleled sense of financial control. Budgeting allows you to be intentional with your money, rather than letting your money simply happen to you. It's about designing your financial life, not just reacting to it. Moving on to rule number 3, a concept that often intimidates but holds immense power: investing. The core idea here is to make your money work for you, leveraging the incredible force of compounding interest. For many, investing feels like a high-stakes gamble reserved for the rich or financial wizards. It's perceived as too complex, too risky, or simply not relevant until you have a lot of money. This perception keeps 99% of people on the sidelines, missing out on one of the most direct paths to wealth creation. The conflict is clear. Investing can seem incredibly scary. The thought of putting your hard-earned money into something that could lose value is a terrifying prospect for many. Market fluctuations, complex terminology, and the fear of making the wrong choice often lead to paralysis. People worry about losing everything, or they feel they don't have enough capital to even begin. This fear and lack of understanding are precisely what prevent countless individuals from participating in the wealth-building engine of the stock market and other assets. The payoff for overcoming this fear is truly transformative, unlocking the power of compounding interest. Starting early, even with small amounts, allows your money to grow exponentially over time. Imagine earning returns on your initial investment, and then earning returns on those returns. That's the magic of compounding, and it's how true wealth is built. The sooner you start, the less you need to contribute overall to reach significant financial milestones. Investing isn't just about getting rich. It's about safeguarding your future, building a comfortable retirement, and achieving financial independence faster. The tension, however, comes from the discomfort of short-term losses and the inherent uncertainty of market fluctuations. No investment is without risk. Seeing your portfolio value dip can be stressful, tempting you to pull out your money at the worst possible time. Furthermore, choosing the right investment vehicles can feel overwhelming. Should you pick individual stocks, index funds, real estate, or something else? This uncertainty about what times to invest in and how time to react to market volatility keeps many from taking that crucial first step. But remember, disciplined, long-term investing, even through market ups and downs, is the proven strategy for financial growth. Education and a solid plan are your best defenses against this tension. Now, let's talk about rule number 4, strategic debt management. The core idea here is to view high-interest debt as a significant obstacle to your financial freedom and to prioritize its repayment. For many, debt feels like an inescapable burden, a constant weight on their shoulders that dictates their financial decisions. The 99% often get caught in cycles of minimum payments, accumulating interest, and feeling like they can never get ahead. They might take on more debt to cover existing debt, or simply accept it as a normal part of life. The conflict is that debt, especially consumer debt like credit cards or personal loans, often feels overwhelming and insurmountable. The high interest rates can make even modest balances ballooned into frightening figures. The emotional toll of being in debt, the stress, the guilt, the feeling of being trapped is immense. This feeling of being stuck often leads to inaction or to making desperate decisions that only exacerbate the problem. It's hard to imagine saving or investing when a significant portion of your income is siphoned away by interest payments. The tremendous payoff of actively managing and eradicating high-interest debt is the freeing up of your cash flow and a dramatic reduction in financial stress. Imagine what you could do with an extra few hundred or even $1,000 a month that currently goes towards debt payments and interest. That money could be invested, saved for emergencies, or used to build a life you truly desire. Eliminating debt not only improves your financial standing, but also significantly enhances your mental well-being and sense of control. It's like shedding a heavy burden you didn't realize you were carrying. However, the tension associated with debt repayment lies in the sacrifices required. Paying off debt often means temporarily cutting back on discretionary spending, delaying certain pleasures, or taking on extra work. It can feel like you're giving up a lot in the short term, and the journey can seem long and arduous, especially when you're just starting. You also face the uncertainty of choosing the best repayment strategy. Should you use the debt snowball method, focusing on smallest balances first for psychological wins, or the debt avalanche method, tackling highest interest rates first for maximum financial efficiency? Making these decisions and sticking to them requires discipline and a strong commitment. But every payment you make is a step towards reclaiming your financial autonomy. Finally, we arrive at rule number 5. Commit to continuous financial learning. The core idea is that the financial landscape is constantly evolving, and staying updated is crucial for making smart decisions and adapting to new opportunities. Most people believe that once they learn the basics of personal finance, they're set for life. They stop reading, stop researching, and consequently, fall behind. This complacency is why 99% of people miss out on new strategies, technologies, and insights that could significantly enhance their wealth-building efforts. The conflict here is the difficulty of finding the time and motivation to learn continuously. Life is busy, and financial education often feels like another chore on an already overflowing plate. There's so much information out there, and discerning reliable sources from misleading advice can be a challenge. This can lead to information overload, paralysis by analysis, or simply giving up on learning altogether, leaving you vulnerable to financial pitfalls and missed opportunities. Many prefer the comfort of what they already know, even if it's no longer the most effective path. The powerful payoff of continuous learning is staying ahead of the curve and consistently making smarter financial decisions. The world changes rapidly. New investment vehicles emerge, economic conditions shift, tax laws are updated, and innovative financial technologies are developed. By actively seeking knowledge, you empower yourself to adapt, optimize your strategies, and identify emerging opportunities for growth. It allows you to protect your assets, minimize your tax burden, and ensure your money is always working as efficiently as possible for you. Learning is not just about accumulating facts, it's about cultivating financial wisdom. The tension, though, involves stepping outside your comfort zone and dedicating consistent effort. It means being open to new ideas, questioning old assumptions, and actively seeking out diverse perspectives. It requires a critical eye to differentiate between genuine expertise and marketing hype. You might encounter information that challenges your existing beliefs, which can be uncomfortable. But this ongoing engagement with financial knowledge transforms you from a passive participant into an active, informed decision maker, ensuring your financial strategies remain robust and relevant. It is a lifelong commitment that pays dividends beyond measure. There you have it. The 5 rules of financial freedom that 99% of people ignore. We've talked about shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance, embracing budgeting as a tool for liberation, leveraging investing for exponential growth, strategically managing your debt, and committing to continuous financial learning. These aren't just theoretical concepts. These are actionable principles that, when consistently applied, will fundamentally alter your financial trajectory. Remember, financial freedom isn't a destination you arrive at overnight. It's a journey, a continuous process of learning, adapting, and making intentional choices. By internalizing and implementing these 5 rules, you're not just improving your finances, you're transforming your entire relationship with money and empowering yourself to build the life you truly desire. If you found this video insightful and valuable, please hit that like button. It truly helps us reach more people who need this information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future content. We're always here to help you on your financial journey. Next time, we'll dive even deeper into one of these rules. We'll specifically be exploring how to create a budget that actually works for you, one that you can stick to, and one that feels empowering rather than restrictive. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.